And actually, right now, while we clean the stage here in Berlin, we'll be staying on the topic of moving traditional casino products online. Joining today here is Jonas Delin, CEO of Authentic Gaming. Authentic is the leading provider of live roulette to international online gaming industry. Jonas, if you can come to the stage, that'd be great. Jonas will be discussing how to offer fully compliant live roulette product in a strictly regulated market like Germany. Thank you, Jonas.
Thank you, Willem. To start off with, does anyone in the room know where roulette as we know it today was invented? I'm going to play a little video which will give some hints as to where it may be. Could you please roll the video? What we're looking at here is a recorded live stream using Authentic Gaming's software. Anyone can guess? I guess it's pretty easy by now. This stream is coming from the casino in Bad Homburg, which for our non-German guests is located just outside of Frankfurt. We've been live streaming from Bad Homburg Casino for almost 2 years now. So a little bit ahead of the curve, as are our partners in Bad Homburg. And perhaps soon we can actually make some money from it, which would be exciting. I have to do it, don't I? Let's go back one. Here we go. So, Authentic Gaming, just a quick introduction. If you don't know us already, we are a live casino provider. We are based in Malta. We are operating since 2015. At the tail end of last year, we were acquired by Genting Group, which I guess some of you at least are familiar with. It's a large land-based operator. Here are some pictures of casinos, land-based properties that incorporate our software and our technology. Of course, we have competitors, small guys such as Evolution Gaming. At the moment, we are streaming from 8 different casinos. Bad Homburg, as I talked about. And also, we are the only provider, obviously, streaming at the moment from Germany. And I don't think that will remain the situation for much longer. What I wanted to talk about on this slide, what's important is that when a market regulates, customers who haven't played online before, they tend to be naturally curious about what's out there and sort of search out the options on the market. And they naturally gravitate towards things that they are familiar with. And Live Casino has a unique way of providing this kind of localized service by way of language that the dealers speak, whether that is in a studio or not. But also, if you are streaming from a casino in Denmark, like we do from Royal Casino in Aarhus, we're the only provider to stream in Denmark. If someone in Denmark who hasn't played online before starts to Google, where can I play online? There is a sort of natural way of gravitating towards things that you know. And so it's not just the language that is the same as the player, but it's actually the city where the casino is. It's a building that the player might recognize. And if they have played in the casino in Aarhus before, it's the same wheel, it's the same ball, it's the same dealer. Everything is things that they recognize. So in Denmark, we've done that. We've also, of course, done this in the UK with quite great success, actually, especially with Asper's Casino, which is outside of our group. The other 2 casinos, Resorts World in Birmingham and 45 Kensington, are part of Genting. But with Asper's, we started about 2 years ago, and they've seen great success in actually migrating their land-based players onto the online site where the player can actually play the very same table that they're used to playing in Stratford in East London. Here are some of the markets in Europe that that are regulated and where we are active. I'm not an expert with regulation, and actually I was worried that today I might fall asleep. But I was actually very happily surprised to notice that the enthusiasm and passion that a lot of people have for gaming actually exists in the regulation world as well. And there are actually people who are passionate about it, which was really refreshing. So I'm very happy that I came. Thank you, Willem, for the invitation, and thanks for having me. I guess as a live casino supplier, you know, the compliance part is not actually that tricky for the most part. Our role, by and large, is to support the operator with whatever requirements they have. But it tends to be fairly straightforward for us, I have to say. Some markets that are different or differ from the sort of majority of them are Spain, for instance, where you actually have to stream from within the property itself. So the land-based casino is central in the function for online, where if you want to have live casino, it has to be inside a casino. In Spain as well, I guess what is unique is that it's roulette only. Romania as well, where it's the same situation, where you basically, if you want to have live casino, it has to be from a land-based property within the country. Italy I flagged here. Obviously, we don't need a license there, we just need a certification. But what is different is that the casino that the streams, whether it's studio or land-based streams, they have to originate from inside the EU. So we have an installation in Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut, for example, which is, you know, probably the third biggest casino in the world, and highly regulated, but it wasn't accepted by the Italian authorities, because it's obviously outside of the EU. So I guess what's exciting now is that, from our perspective is, and probably not to a lot of people in here who are online operators, and by the sounds of things, might not get the opportunity to have live casino on their sites. But for us, it's quite an exciting situation where we're actually getting 16 new markets, if you like, by Germany introducing the regulations that are coming into effect, hopefully in July. All with their regional differences, but all with an opportunity to differentiate and to localize their offering. Not just by being a live casino from Germany, but actually being a live offering from Bayern or Bavaria or from Hessen or from, that's probably the only states I know, sorry about that. I will brush up on my Bundesländer skills. I guess the challenge will still be that, one of the challenges, well, first of all, the opportunity is that porting land-based customers onto the online offering, as we just heard from Marcel, you know, with this type of product becomes an easier and smoother transition, I think, especially for the roulette players, obviously, or blackjack players. And I think the big challenge is, as Marcel also said, you took my thunder a little bit, obviously, there's a big difference between an online business and a land-based business. And so I guess the big challenge is, how do we acquire new players who haven't been to our casino before? And are more traditional online players. I think that pretty much wraps up my presentation. I'm just finishing with a slide. I was told not to promote my own company, but I didn't listen, Willem. I'm sorry.
You will notice. Thank you, Jonas, and please stay on the stage while we do the Slido again. Again, if you're at home and you're watching the stream and you have a question to Jonas, please add it to the Slido app, point your camera at the QR code. I guess you've heard it before. If there's any questions in the room, and we have a question in the room here. Let's start with the question in the room. If you could please...
Stand up.
No? Sorry. Yes, if you could please state your name and the company you work for.
Yes, Dina Niron from Della Sport. Hi. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dina Niron from Della Sport. Hi. Could you please tell us about the split between the live casino and the regular casino in Germany that you expect?
The split in terms of revenue?
Correct.
I guess overall in Europe at the moment it's sort of 25% of online casino is live casino. And to be fair, I don't really know what the situation is going to be now in Germany. But I suspect that up until this point, or till the 15th of October, I would have assumed it would have been, that live casino share would have been somewhere between 20 and 25%, if I had to guess.
Okay. Great. I believe there was another question from the room here. If you could please state your name and your company.
Yes, hi. Boris, Soft2Bet. Maybe I wasn't listening attentively enough, but will you guys be able to, as a provider, to provide your services to online operators from your physical casinos in Germany? Because as far as I'm aware, online casino is now banned in the transitional period and later on also in the regulation period, speaking online. So, I mean, I'm trying to understand what's the uniqueness and the value that we are getting here or missing.
Yeah, I guess, from an online operator point of view, very, very little opportunity, because, as you rightly say, the way it's looking now is that the land-based operators are going to get the licenses for table games. And hopefully there are a few land-based operators in Germany listening to me remotely.
I think that's definitely the case, and I think that's definitely something we see in whatever shape or form in the next months developing. Any more questions from the room? Then we move to the first slide of questions. How, Jonas, do you feel about the limitations, I think you already alluded to it, placed on the German online casino permits?
Yeah, from a table game perspective or online casino, yeah, I mean, from our point of view, sadly, I think it's a bigger opportunity than it was than it would have been if the market, the licenses were open to everyone, because there are fewer partnerships to strike, and those partnerships that we will strike will be much more powerful, since there are going to be fewer operators within each state. But at the same time, obviously, I feel sorry for all the online operators outside of my control.
Indeed, and I think Jörg also referred to that in his speech this morning. I think the next question is somehow similar. What are the unique challenges of providing live casino under the new German regulations? So I think we can, unless you have something to add, Jonas.
Yeah, I guess from our perspective, I think by the looks of things and what I know so far, it seems pretty straightforward. I think what the main challenge will be, or one big challenge, of course, could be cost for the operators that get these casino permits. It's a lot more costly to operate live casino than it is to operate RNG casino. So I think that what has to happen in Germany is that there is a level of cooperation between the various casino license holders when it comes to the product delivery.
Okay, so a lot of challenges ahead for the industry as a whole, and but we'll see, I guess, in the next year how it's all playing out. Jonas, thank you for coming to Berlin today, and thank you for speaking.
Thank you.